Hello, everyone. It's that time. It's tarot time with Cindy. I am being called to do a collective reading. So I'm going to do one. I'm going to do one right here. I'm going to do one of our favorites. Your friend, and your foe. Okay. So there's three energies that we're looking at here. You could actually honestly fall into any one of these, and it could vary. Some of you could be like, oh, that's totally me and the you. Others of you could be like, no, I'm the friend. Others of you could be like, no, I'm the foe. We'll see how this unfolds. We're going to start with the archetype deck. We are going to look at your energy, your motives, and what your motives are directed towards. We're going to look at that for every one of these. So you, your friend, your foe. And again, if I'm, for the most part, this is you. You is you, but you know, it can change. Let's just see. Let us get started here. Okay, well, that just flew out. You're the hermit, and it came out in the upright. So this is you. You seek solitude to focus intently on your inner life, serving your personal creativity. Maybe you're working on your heart chakra. You are, I just want to say, like, just kind of knowing the collective, most of you being more of introverted type personalities, empathic. I feel like I'm picking y'all up there. So there you are. You're the hermit. You might withdraw from society here because you want to focus on your inner life. But it's in the upright. So you're not necessarily, it's right. The shadow of this is withdraws from society out of fear of negative judgment of others, refusing to help those in need. You're like, I'm just doing me. I don't want to be, man. This one is saying that it is in light. You're just seeking the solitude so that you can focus internally here, so that you can be really aware of who it is that you are and really come into, really get the time to get to know you. All right. So I'm going to finish this shuffle here. I'm going to look. And then we're going to pull off from the rest of the deck. Okay. You have a reversal here. Your motives are reversed. Oh, you know what? I feel like it's avoiding gossip. How can you, if you're the hermit, how could you be gossiping? Like, because that's your motives. So I feel like maybe you're trying to stay away from gossip. Because that doesn't make any sense. It's like an oxymoron. The hermit, the person who keeps to themselves and gossips and thrives on the power of passing on private or secret information and betraying confidences. You can't do that if you're the hermit. If you're in solitude. So I kind of want to say, it seems like what your motives are towards is maybe those that thrive on the power of passing on people's private and secret information and betraying confidences. You want to stay out of that. You're like, I'm not going near that. I don't want to be part of that. I don't want that happening to me. I don't want people talking about me. I don't want people asking me for information. Yeah, okay. What your motives are directed towards. Now, this is also interesting because this is also in the shadow. But I feel like, yeah, right? That's directed towards who? Who is this? Maybe it's somebody who does. It's the saboteur in the shadow. Induces self-destructive behavior or the desire to undermine others. Ooh, you trying to stay away from somebody here. You are trying to stay away from someone, my friends. Uh-huh. You're trying to avoid someone that you know is a little bit of, this person likes to sabotage other people's lives. I don't know, maybe this person actually gets enjoyment out of that. I feel like it's something that goes beyond just feeling kind of elevated, or I was able to push someone down and that makes me feel bigger. It kind of feels a little bit like maybe this person just enjoys messing up other people's lives here. The behavior is self-destructive to them. But it's also, you know that this is a self-destructive behavior and you don't want to participate in it. Now, this is getting interesting. Oh, that's it. Why was I going to pull a fourth card? I don't know. Okay, so your energy, your motives, and what your motives are directed towards. Okay, I don't know why I was thinking I was going to pull a fourth card. Maybe that's the other spread. Maybe that's you and your friend. Or you and the other. I don't know. Anyways. Okay, your friend's energy then is in the upright. Your friend is a student in the light. They have humility and devotion to knowledge. They have an openness to lifelong learning. So your friend here is someone who is humble and devoted to knowledge. And they're open to life. Oh, that's very lovely. That's a nice friend. Their motives, what their motives are directed towards. The destroyer in the light. Releasing what is potentially destructive. Preparing for new life. Now, the word destructive was used here. Yeah, self-destructive. There's someone you are like trying to avoid. You're trying to avoid someone. You're trying to avoid someone or a group. If it's a group, it feels like there's someone here that runs the group. Like someone here who is who spearheads that energy. What is the motive? The friend's motives are directed towards. No, look at this. It's trickster in the shadow. The friend is a student. They're humble. They're devoted to knowledge. So someone who's learning. I mean, it could be a student. It could be someone who's younger than you. It could be somebody who's in school. It could be somebody who's even older than you, but they might be re-educating themselves. Or this person is always just, open to reading different things and learning about different aspects of life and always exploring and being inquisitive. That's who your friend is. Their motives here are to release things that are potentially destructive in life and then prepare for something new. And the motives directed towards manipulating others through duplicity. Yeah, that sounds like it's connected to this gossipy thing, this gossipy saboteur. Because that's manipulative. Like, that's a manipulative behavior. To find, oh, I feel like such a powerful person to be able to share other people's secret information, betray their confidence, thriving on it. That's someone who thrives on negativity and other people's pain. But it also becomes, right? Like, it also becomes self-destructive because over time people just recognize, I shouldn't tell that person anything. I wouldn't tell that person a thing. I don't trust that person. Even if that person's never said anything bad again about them. Because if they say something bad about other people, they will say something bad about you at some point. So, I don't know how you and the student know each other. You look like an old man with a beard. You're like an old man with a beard. Or an old woman who needs, you just need to go for a waxing appointment. But maybe, you haven't been out of the house in a while. So, I don't know. Okay, what's the foe? Oh, the foe's in the light. The foe is a virgin maintaining symbolic purity of heart and spirit. So the foe is someone who doesn't want, I don't know who, it doesn't even feel like it's the person gossiping. Who are they not coming into the reading? The foe is in the light. This is someone who is maintaining symbolic purity of heart and spirit. The foe is someone who doesn't want to get together with anybody. That's who the foe is. Maybe you want this person to get to, maybe you want to get together with this person. But I don't know who this gossipy sabotage energy is, because it's like everybody's steering clear of that. Everybody's like steering clear of that. Because, maybe, look at this energy. You and the foe, you are like, the foe is like, everybody's closed up. Nobody's talking here. Nobody's talking because of some type of gossipy, shadowy sabotage shit. This student in the middle is just reading a book. I don't know. Okay, the foe's motives are in the upright too. The fool, in the light, fearlessly revealing emotion, helping people laugh at absurdity and hypocrisy. Okay, hypocrisy, I feel like, can have duplicity to it. So that's interesting, because duplicity is here, which is what the motives of the friend are directed towards. Haha, isn't that funny? Yes, it does this wonderful thing for us too, but it also does that to our detriment. That can be duplistic, right? What your foe's motives are directed towards some type of shadowy thing here. Inappropriate use of sensuality, attachment to money and power. But see, this person is holding off. They're like, fearlessly revealing emotion. Helping people laugh at absurdity and hypocrisy. Is there somebody here who is attached to money and power? I have questions. When I have questions, I turn to the tarot. Doesn't that sound like an ad on TV? I have questions. And when I feel like I'm in a commercial where I'm sitting at the breakfast table and they're talking with the family, and then all of a sudden, something happens, and they turn to the camera and they say, "I have questions." When I have questions, I turn to this tarot deck. I should do an advertisement for it. Anyways, okay. But not the oracle deck. That's what I'm saying. You're like, "Aren't you?" I'm not touching tarot decks yet. Well, I am now. Those were oracle decks. Okay, the Hermit. You guys can do that. You can use that. I don't hold the patent on that one. Okay, I don't have copyright on what I just said. I have questions, and when I have questions, I turn to the tarot. All right, why are you hiding? Oh, you just landed on the trickster, the Lovers. Are you hiding by yourself? Are you hiding with someone? Why are you hiding? The Lovers. What about the Lovers? What about the Lovers? The Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. This is like avoiding. Okay, manipulation. Manipulate others through duplicity. I feel like there's dots here to connect. Okay. What about the Lovers? The Nine of Pentacles. But in reverse. So someone here who is dependent on others. Someone here who doesn't have their own independence. The friend's motives are directed towards manipulating others, but they're trying to release something that's destructive. I need my Inspector Gadget hat for this one. Okay, I feel like we're going to understand this more as we go with it. Okay, it's almost like you don't want to get involved with others who are dependent on you, right? Like you want some form of interdependency here. You want, I don't know how to say this, but I'm going to say it. It feels like you, the friend, and the foe are all kind of like protecting yourself and guarded against the same thing. And it also feels like, I don't know if it's keeping you from the friend energy, but I feel like it's keeping you from the foe. And I don't feel like the foe is really your foe. I want to know who the gossip is. Who is this energy? Who is this gossip in the reverse? That feels like the thing that you're protecting yourself from. The foe is also sitting in protective mode. They're keeping themselves pure. Keeping themselves pure, whatever that means. Okay, the gossip, the Emperor. Who's that? The boss. The boss. Is the boss spreading rumors? Oh my gosh. It feels like, okay, it feels like the problem in this reading, like what would really be considered the foe, isn't even in the reading. They're not even in the reading. It's almost like somebody here who has power and control is saying things. Oh, my back is itchy. Just a second. Is saying things that are incorrect about you, okay, and it might cause someone else to like withdraw and go, oh, okay. Message received. I'll be careful. All right, yeah. But like, right? It's about you, but it's not right. And then this, they would also say something to you about this other person. And you'd be like, oh, I don't know. I'm going to just kind of go on my own here. I don't want to have anything to do with whatever that is. I feel like you're connected to God. You know that this is gossip, though. That's what's interesting. It's like, you know this is gossip. I don't think the foe knows this is gossip. Maybe that's how they show up as a foe. Is because this person, maybe this person is not friendly towards you. Maybe this person is withdrawn from you. Maybe this person is trying to protect themselves from you. Is because of this gossip. But like, you're showing up as understanding that it's gossip. So, right, like, also, you seek solitude, but you're focusing on your inner life and your kind of personal creativity. That's different from what the foe is doing. The foe is, I would also say, keeping to themselves, but because they want to maintain symbolic purity of heart and spirit. But it's symbolic purity. Is it not real purity? Because it's not a fear of intimate union. It didn't come out in the shadow. What was it? Oh yeah, the Emperor. What is this gossip that's going around? What is this gossip that's going around? The Knight of Wands. Maybe somebody is a player. Somebody is a player. Somebody's motives. What somebody's motives are. That's the gossip that's going around here. All right. You're avoiding that, or maybe you're trying to do something symbolic here. Oh, I'm doing that. What are you trying to do? Because it's directed towards the saboteur. Undermining others becomes a self-destructive behavior. How is the saboteur undermining others? It just landed on the destroyer. Oh, the moon. They're creating fears and illusions. Fear. Well, yeah. I mean, God, yeah, that's exactly what gossip would do. Fear, apprehension, illusions, right? Like, okay, that's the undermining behavior. How are they undermining others? How is this behavior self-destructive to the saboteur? This is weird. It almost comes across like I know that you know this. The Eight of Cups, the Nine of Swords, the Death card, and the Ten of Wands. Oh my God. It kind of leaves them with nowhere to go. It leaves them having to walk away, feeling really anxious, stressed out. Death card and the Ten of Wands. And unable to have a new beginning. Or there's just too much in front of them. Look what it's got. It's almost like everything has come back to them, or everything has come back to them. That's how it becomes self-destructive. That makes sense. Okay. Okay, it's coming together now. The student, they're humble and devoted to knowledge. They're open to just learn. Okay, that's your friend. The student is your friend. The Ten of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. The student is your friend. The Ten of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. I don't know. It's almost like somebody that you would share a space with. Like, honestly, you could even be a teacher, and this is a student, and maybe there's like gossip or something going around, and someone's like, well, I'm not going to talk. So it feels like somebody doesn't want to talk to you. Somebody is trying to protect themselves from you. And you're like, this is gossip. Why are you participating in this? I don't know. That's so funny. Because the student, their energy is lovely. It's quite lovely, this friend's energy. You share, I want to say you share something with them. Like, because this is a space where we all go. Maybe there's something generational here you share with this person. Some sort of celebration. A long-term foundation. It's really funny because it is kind of like somebody who's building something up generationally here. Doing good things, really worth celebrating. Your friend is great. And their motives here, I don't know, well, what is this, what's this destructive, potentially destructive? Something that could be potentially destructive. What is that that's being released? It landed on the trickster. The Four of Pentacles in the world. I want to say it's being closed off. Ah, it's being closed off because they're open. Okay, so maybe they weren't open to learning. Maybe they weren't open to knowledge. Well, that's good. Okay. I thought it's weird. It's almost like I am reading a kid here. It kind of feels like that, no? So they're open. They are open to learning. Because being closed off, no, that's over. And it's interesting too, because with the world, that's over. Not going to be like that anymore. What's the new life that they're preparing for? Oh, fuck. The shadow side. The devil. Oh, boy. Can we just get the devil? The new life they're preparing for. The Two of Wands. And the King of Wands. The new life that they're preparing for. I think it's moving away from something toxic and having control over their life. The Devil and the Two of Wands and the King of Wands. It could be desires. Some sort of desires here. Desire to do something. All right. Manipulating others through duplicity is what this is. What friends' motives are directed towards. Huh. Okay. I want to say, like, let's say the friend is like a kid. Maybe it's your kid or something like that. Let's say that they've got like friends or a friend that says, oh my God, you didn't study. Did you realize? That's so lame. Oh my God, you took notes in class. That's like really geeky. That's right. It's almost like having a friend. That's the energy I'm picking up. Having a friend that would say that. So you're like, oh, okay. Yeah, no, I'm cool. I'm not going to study. Well, I'm not going to take notes. But then finding out that they would find out that the friend, because there's duplicity here, would like say that to them. But this friend actually, maybe they don't take notes or anything, but they get like stellar marks, like just stellar marks. They don't really have, maybe they have like a photographic memory. What do you call it? Can a photographic memory be someone who remembers everything that is said too? What would that be? An auditory memory? Like, they just remember everything and it's easy for them. Yeah, it's almost like, right? Like, it's almost like somebody's not maybe practicing what they preach. Because it looks like to me that this friend is someone who has closed off a cycle here of being like, maybe it's not cool to learn or it's not cool to be open to information. And they're releasing like that whole idea that it's not cool to do that. Maybe they've seen like a dark side of something here. They're looking for a way to have better independence and control in their life with the Two of Wands and the King of Wands. And what's that directed towards? Manipulating others through duplicity. Like, so, right, that's what that is. It's like, yeah, you tell your friend that it's not cool. She's really got the Magician. It was in the reverse. I flipped it around to see what it was. That is manipulative. Tell me, what's this manipulation? The Five of Swords and the Nine of Cups. Huh. Well, there's no way to win here. No. Okay, here's the other way this comes across for me. Although I think at the age... Well, who knows? Everybody's a little bit different. Because it's interesting because my son, right? Like he's almost, well, we're getting there. Almost just a couple months left to finish grade 9. I was saying that to him in the car. I said, can you believe almost completed a whole year of grade 9? Like that's insane. Where did that go? But like he's really kind of hit his stride at this point. I'm actually quite proud of him. His marks are really, really good. Although his first semester was a lot harder. He did have some challenging courses then. But he still has some challenging courses now. But right, like I could see like his age being kind of, still maybe a little bit manipulative or being able to see, learning to see through things, duplicity and people around him. So I don't know if I would describe it this way, but it almost sort of, because I feel like the age that I'm looking at, like the age that I'm about to take you to in this conversation is more like 17, 18 years old. But, it still could be a lesson. Whenever that lesson is learned, it's a good time to learn it. It's almost like a friend that would say that, like, oh my God, you're not really studying, are you? But you and this person and that friend would want to be maybe applying for the same university courses or something like that. So it's actually a way of eliminating the competition by sort of like trying to manipulate them to not do well. It's not cool to do well. And then you find out that this person is like studying like a motherfucker and getting really high marks. And like, right? Because you can't win here. There's no winning in this situation. So you recognize that possibly, the dreams that you have for yourself have been stifled by someone that you thought was your friend. So by discovering that information, you don't necessarily feel like you're winning because now you feel like you've lost a friend, but you know what the reality is. But if you want something here, you got to lose something to get it, is what this feels like. Like, what is it that would bring you happiness? Well, there's something here that's got to be lost to get that. Yeah, I don't know. That's the friend energy is quite interesting. Actually, it all is so far. So then that takes us to the foe. The foe is this person. I'm maintaining symbolic purity of heart and spirit. It's in the light. Okay, so that's kind of like legit. Why? Why is this person maintaining symbolic purity of heart and spirit? You're not going to believe the card that came out. The Hermit. That's you. It's you. Oh my God, what is this? Did I not just... I called this from the beginning. Because there's some type of lies or gossip about... I feel like it's about you, but it's not true. What it is? The Hermit came out. It's you. Why? Because you're just focusing on your inner life. You're being very creative. It's quite lovely. Maybe there's a rumor going around why. Why are you, maybe you're kind of distant and doing your own thing here. And maybe there's like some weird rumors about why. So what is this virgin herd? The Page of Wands came out. That is like a conversation. What is this virgin herd? So we know there's something. Or maybe the Virgin has said it. The Page of Pentacles and the Sun. The student. The student, right? The Page of Pentacles is like the student. Your friend's energy is the student. The student sun. Is this person saving themselves for you? That's the other thing I want to say. Is this person saving themselves for you? Because the student is your friend. The student is releasing something that could be destructive. It's almost like the student is telling the truth. The student is telling the truth. Now, but why would this person come across as your foe? That's the thing that I'm having to, why is this person, let's go in here. Okay. Why would this person be your enemy? Child wounded. It's in the shadow. Blames all dysfunctional relationships on childhood wounds. Resists moving on through forgiveness. I don't know. You know what? There's something about this reading that almost feels like you're either a teacher, you're a mentor, you're something like that. And it's like you got one student here that'll listen to you and the other one it won't. And this one won't learn anything because they have a wound here that they won't deal with or something. Blames all dysfunctional relationships on childhood wounds. It's almost too like, where's this moving on through forgiveness? This person won't forgive you, but do they have to? That's the other question. Does this person even need to forgive you? Is there something that this person has heard that is untrue, or something this person believes because that reflects a wound or an experience that they've had? Like that. I feel like we get the deepest ass readings out of this deck. Okay. The foe's motives. Revealing emotion. The foe's motives are to reveal emotions here and to help laugh at the absurdity and hypocrisy. Oh my God. Okay. Let's just say something here. If this person is refusing to get close to you or to get to know you or to open up to you in some way, and they're doing that because they have a wound that causes them to see things in a certain way, in a certain light, you're not the enemy. They become the enemy. There's the hypocrisy. Right? Did I get it? Yeah. Okay. So let's pull tarot on it. Fearlessly. What emotion are they revealing? Oh, all over the place here. The Hierophant and the Hanged Man. What emotion are they revealing? It's not really emotional, is it? The Hanged Man and the Hierophant, which is called the High Priest in this card, and this deck, and the Hanged Man. What emotion? It's almost like a perspective. It's a perspective. Is there an emotion that they have? It's triggered, an emotion that is triggered by their perspective. What's the hypocrisy? Although I think I've hit it. The Seven of Pentacles and the Tower. Coming up with a plan, coming up with a new plan that destroys everything. Maybe something was fine. Like maybe something was fine. Something's hit a wound here. I feel like this person's wound. Something has hit this person's wound. Hypocrisy. This person is the one who's fucking everything up. That's why they're the foe. They're not like, okay, so let's look at the wound. Let's look at the wound. What childhood wound here is like a problem? The Chariot. It could be like revealing emotions, being able to move their emotions. Moving, being able to move their emotions. Feeling safe. Just thinking of like Cancer energy, feeling safe in the home, feeling safe in the home. Right, with moving emotions too. I don't know, using their emotions, displaying their emotions. What forgiveness would help? What forgiveness would help? The King of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. Wow, that is like maybe it is like a mother-father wound here. What forgiveness would help? I'm wondering too, like if there's someone who maybe, I don't know, it could be the law. The King of Swords. A change of mind, a perspective. This could be somebody who doesn't want to get into a relationship even because the perspective they have on relationships. What is... Okay, this is interesting because the foe's motives are directed towards femme fatale in the shadow. This person doesn't want... This is really funny. The motives are, let's laugh at the hypocrisy. Inappropriate use of sensuality, attachment to money, and power. Does this person inappropriately use sensuality? How is it? The Ace of Wands in the reverse. I don't know. I mean, if I was just taking the number, I've already read a couple cards in reverse, so I feel like we're kind of on going down there. So if I do that, I would say no. I would say no, but it is the Ace of Wands. It's pretty strong. Inappropriate. Who is this directed towards? The foe's motives are directed towards. There's something over here about the Knight of Wands that is the motives, the gossip motives. Oh, it's almost like, okay. Hi, Larry. I saw your fluffiness out of the corner of my eye. It's almost like the foe feels like directed towards. Oh, maybe this person uses their sexuality inappropriately, but they accuse you of doing that. And you're like, I don't do that. So I don't know. Interesting. Hi, Larry. Yes, it needs to be all about Larry right now, everybody. About Larry. Larry's here on the camera. He's come to do Purfest. This is fascinating. This is a really fascinating... Hi. A really fascinating reading. Attachment to money and power. Who has an attachment to money and power? It landed over on your side. I don't know if that's true. But the gossip, it landed on the gossip card, was the Five of Cups and the Three of Swords. It's weird. Okay, I feel like this person has heard something or that this has to do with your motive. Somebody thinks that you have the wrong motives here. But there's something really funny. It's almost like this person actually becomes the problem when they think you are. That's totally what is going on here. The Four of Cups. The Four of Cups. It's, yeah, right? So it's like missing an opportunity because that's exactly what the Virgin card, that's exactly the position that the Virgin card is holding. They're both the same way, like missing the higher cup here because they're overly protective. And why are they overly protective? Did we answer that? I feel like we've answered. I feel like we just sat through like some kind of psychiatrist. Oh yeah, emotions and all dysfunctional relationships on childhood wounds. Has something. Tell me more about the Chariot. I'm running out of tarot cards. I don't know how accurate it's going to be at this point. More about the Chariot. Oh, the Five of Pentacles, the High Priestess, and the Queen of Swords. There's a displacement energy here. I want to say there's a displacement and an abandonment energy here in this childhood wound. For sure. I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with sense of value too, but definitely displacement. With the Five of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, and this kind of like moving or emotional movement. Page of Swords is at the bottom. Watch and learn. Kind of like a watch and learn. Hi. Yes, I'm sorry. You're supposed to be the main focus right now. I'm so wrong. I'm so wrong. What is wrong with me? I know humans take a lot of training. Okay, I'm gonna go do the extended. In the extended, I'm gonna ask, what is the unexpected coming towards you? What is the unexpected coming towards your friend? And what is the unexpected coming towards your foe? And that is what we got. There's two options for the extended if you would like to follow me there. In the description below, the first link is to join the YouTube membership. All extended videos, tier number 2, for to get access to the extendeds. You can go to the second link below that if you just want to do a one-time purchase on the Gumroad app. Thank you so much, everyone. Until next time, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.